When he went jail, yeah, nah, I DM'd him, yeah, and he's, I'm not getting no replies, and this is before I know he's in jail, you get me? This is a couple of days after he told me I can join. Anyway, so I'm thinking, yo, why is this guy not replying, yo? And then I'm finding out he's in jail. I thought, what? That's me gone, I have nothing left. You get me? I thought, yeah, that's my chat. After about 2 months, I thought, yo, I'm sick of this, I'm just gonna tweet Squingy and say, yo. And I tweeted Squingy.
Squinge came to see me on a visit. We had a talk, and then Squinge just started dealing with his thing till the man came out, and we've just been running it ever since. Alright, yo, you don't know what it is. We got young Geko, USG, our youngest protege right now. We're in the building.
Yeah, now I was saying to Coke, he's been speaking about you for a long time, and I just met you now. So you're from up north Manchester.
Yeah.
Right? So first of all, tell me like, you're relatively young, but what inspired you to actually even start music? You know, what brought that about for you?
First, it was just when grime was popping off, watching all the other people do grime, and I thought, yo, I'm gonna try something. I tried doing grime, and I wasn't really taking it serious though. It was just a little grime bar talking about all that type of dumb stuff, yeah. And then, obviously, my little brother passed away in it from cancer, and that's when I wrote the first track that actually did mean something in it. And I kept on sending. When I'd done that, I sent the tune to Coke, and
he sent me that when he was like 11.
Yeah, 11.
Or 11, you know. The man sent me a track on Facebook when he was 11, dog. I remember listening to it, and I was fucking hell, like, yo, he weren't that great then, you know, but he was good, you get me? But he just, I would I say to you, like, more practice, and you get me? But the track meant, like, I could feel his pain in the track, you get me? And I remember saying that to him, just keep doing your thing, and you get me, it's hard.
I was just a big fan of Coke as well at the time, innit? So I was just like, boom, 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 boom. When he replied to me, yeah, it was like the best day of my life, you get me? I never thought in my head that I'll be joining the same crew as him or anything like that. That was a myth, innit? But obviously, we're here now and we're doing the thing.
Do you know, at a young age, you said that your brother passed away. That must have been, I haven't heard the track, you know. What was the name of the track?
It's called, I've got 2 tracks about that. It's just write R.I.P. Geko, and the tune will be called R.I.P. and it'll just come up in it. But yeah, it was just, obviously he was in hospital for a long time anyway, and it went and then it come back to him, so really and truly we knew he was going to pass away, so it was just the day when it come, we had to be ready for it, innit? So just had to get through life, innit?
Yeah, I'm sure that when you, and the fact that you said that when you could hear it.
Yeah, I heard the pain, man, straight away.
Yeah. So, now that you're doing music, you're with USG.
Yeah.
What's it like working with? Is Coke like your boss? What's Coke like to you then? Like, did he just always give you advice on how you need to move, or?
It's like, first, obviously, you know what it was. First, it's just getting to know each other. Now it's like a brother, innit? You get me? It's not like.
It's not no like thing. So I'm his big brother. Like he's dead legs and all that. You see me?
You know what it is, bro.
If the brother is a big brother.
Yeah.
And so like, how's it? So now, everyone up in Manchester, they must be thinking like, yo, like, can I get in too? Like, do you get that a lot?
Obviously, people think it's just man can just get in. Yo, we saying show Coke about my video, innit? Let him know about me. But it's not that, man. It's not that. You get me? I worked hard, yo.
Nah, no doubt. Like, you cannot deny, to get me, the work rate. Like, regardless the talent is unexceptional. He's killing it with the talent, but his work rate is crazy as well, and he's gonna be a major problem. 100 million %.
Hopefully.
100 million %. Not no hopefully thing. I'm fully confident this little fucker's gonna make me a very rich man. Real talk.
The pension fund, you get me? Like, so, what would, and I hope Coke will drop you in there, what would you describe as your audience, your fan base?
I just got
Go on.
It's just little girls, innit? Girls my age. Obviously, the audience is mostly people my age, kids, innit? Like young girls and obviously even the boys.
Bro, these little girls are not a joke though, yeah? Like, they fall down, they scream, they run round the corner. Yo, yesterday we was outside my house, you get me? They're around 6 little girls in convert uniforms, yeah? They've screamed like from way down the bottom of the block. They're scared to come up the block, but they keep poking their heads out to one of the man. It's like, yo, come, you get me? Then they've come over, they're touching him, they're shaking, falling down.
Nah,
it's that kind of thing for him, you get me?
Popping, yeah, man.
Tell them about your show as well.
Yeah, the show was sick, yo. The show was, girl were crying.
Seriously.
One almost fainted. I don't know what happened, but yo, it went
The
off.
man had like a crate
Where was that show at?
In North London.
North London, like Oakwood. Yeah,
The footage is up as well. If you write in Geko's performance, it'll probably come up on YouTube.
Yeah. Little girls were out there from 12 o'clock. The show never started till 7.
8.
They was out there from 12 o'clock in the afternoon waiting for him.
Yeah.
You get it? Like, the man loves Mountain Dew, for everyone that don't know, a drink called Mountain Dew, innit? Blood, there was
a table full of
crates of Mountain Dew. Every girl brought in Mountain Dew presents. They love him, you get me?
A rider request, the girls will just know how to.
Yeah.
Now they know what I'm going. We're going to see Geko today. We're going to bring him what he needs. You get
Even
me?
yesterday, I was outside his house. One next fan come over and give man a mountain. You know what it is. But yeah, and it just pops off in it. But you'll see in it. You get me?
That's I didn't even know that, man.
It's a mad exciting time still, and
it was.
this geezer is going
I
to
didn't
be a
expect
problem.
it myself. When I was at the show and I seen how people reacted, I was like, is this really happening? But yeah, we see it now, and hopefully you get me.
Yeah.
Cole's got a little gold mine on his hand. And
Yeah, no doubt. Me and Squinch, and USG and the whole team, you get me? He's part of the whole team. But me and Squinch is looking after him, manager-wise and that.
Yeah.
So, now that means you're wearing two different hats then.
Yeah, no
You get what I'm
doubt.
saying? So, what do you tell Geko? What do you tell him? Because like, would you say like, "Alright, Geko, you need to calm down"? Maybe like, but bruv, you're not. You don't calm down.
Nah, but like, obviously, like I said, it's like a big brother, little brother relationship, innit? And
That's the thing with USG, it's all family
Yeah, it's
business.
all family, innit? But what it is, I'm not gonna tell him nothing that's gonna harm his thing, innit? And if I've gone through something, obviously I've gone through it, so you don't have to, innit? You get me? And I'm gonna tell him what not to do and what to do. And obviously I'm not gonna force him to do nothing he don't want to do, but I'm gonna advise him, and obviously he's gonna respect what man tell him, because man's telling him for the right reasons. You get me? And it's just that kind of relationship with me, him, and Squinch. You get it? So yeah, and that's what it is.
So what track? Because like I said, I'm not. Well, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna be checking out your music. But what track gets like the crowd reaction?
Well, right now it's night and day in it, because that's like it's more of a hype type of track, and when I perform that, it just gets everyone bouncing and knowing every single little word. At the show as well, every track I performed, they knew every letter to every track as well. I couldn't even hear myself every time a tune gets played. Yeah, I just hear them spitting every single lyric with me not spitting nothing. So it was like, every track kind of pops off, but with my fans, with them little girls, because they know everything in it. But Night and Day, that was probably the most. And Where Is the Love as well, the remix to that Black Eyed Peas one. So
Yeah. So like being like, because I always wondered like, when you're young or being young now in music, like social media, YouTube, is that really important for you? You know, in terms of getting your message across?
yeah, of course. YouTube brought me here, innit?
Yeah.
YouTube videos, views. That's the only thing that brought me here. I didn't.
Get them up via Ustream, that's another thing.
That's how man found him, still on the Ustream.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, now before that, he sent me the tracks on Facebook. You get me?
Yeah.
But then, obviously, after like 2 years, a year,
Yeah,
maybe.
like a year and a half or
Yeah,
something.
a year and a
I
half.
thought
A
that's
year and a
it.
half later, obviously he sent me the songs, whatnot. Obviously, I've just carried on doing my thing. He's carried on doing his thing, and then obviously I must have signed my deal. Boom, boom, boom. We're doing like a Ustream, and then we're gonna phone a fan, and then this number just kept coming up. You get me? The man's picked out the number. You get me? And then when man's phoned it's Geko. You get me? He's like, yo, don't remember me? I'm the one that sent you the tune. And I say, oh yeah, I remember the tune was hard. He's like, yo, can I spit some bars? So man was like, God, then he's just started spitting bars, going in. Then he wouldn't even give man a chance to talk. He's like, yo, my Twitter's this, my Facebook's this, my YouTube's this. Man's like, yo, he's on stuff, innit? He's on stuff. We gotta get him in, you get me? And then obviously I spoke to him. I was like, "Yo, man, want you innit? You have to come in. We want you."
And
but
then-
then I went jail innit? You get me? Then it was.
You not me. Don't start. When he went jail, yeah. Nah, I DM'd him, yeah, and he's. I'm not getting no replies. And this is before I know he's in jail. You get me? This is a couple of days after he told me I can join. Anyway, so I'm thinking, yo, why is this guy not replying, yo? And then I'm finding out he's in jail. I thought, what? That's me gone. I have nothing left. You get me? I thought, yeah, that's my chat. After about 2 months, I thought, yo, I'm sick of this. I'm just gonna tweet Squingy and say, yo. And I tweeted
Squinch came see me on a visit. And we had a talk, and then Squinch just started dealing with his thing till the man came out, and we've just been running it ever since.
Yeah, but like, the point when you said that when he wasn't, and what is interesting is that even for you, it shows how much responsible you are for other people's lives to an extent.
Yeah, it's
With
true.
Your immediate family,
Yeah.
like, he's almost looking at your thing to help his thing.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So that must be also pressure on you as well.
No doubt, obviously, but like I said, like we all without this, we always gonna have each other. You get me?
Yeah.
Without Sony and the label and everything else, we're always gonna have each other. We're always gonna have a fan base. Cause we built our fan base from the ground up. So I'm like, we're calm. Like we're still building and we're still growing in it, and God willing, it gets to where it needs to go. But we're still on the come up in it, and yeah, there is a little bit of pressure there, but I'm calm. I'm
Yeah,
comfortable.
it's not until you know that's
Yeah, like.
a corporate problem.
Yeah,
It's
like
nothing, yeah.
it's a high class problem.
Yeah, I know. But I like to see. He seems like you have the work ethic then.
Nah, 100%,
Proactive.
dog. 100%. The man's knocking out 16s in like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 16 bars, bam. He's like that, innit? You get me?
So what have you learned from being around Coke? What have you learned from?
Everything.
Yeah.
Before I joined USG, I listened to my tunes and think, how the hell did Coke even tell me I can join USG? Look how I actually listen to the old tracks and think, yo, if I was him, I would never have thought for this guy to come in my crew. I was shit, you get me?
Nah, you weren't.
Well, that's how I look at it. So that's when I think, yo,
You was young, you
that's
get
why
me?
that's why I think, yo, it was meant to happen. It was like it was meant to happen, innit? Because when I do think of myself here and listen to, I know when someone's good, innit? I'd say, yeah, I was not good. You get me? So it's like it was meant to happen, innit?
But like Coke said, he said like you told him practice. So you saw there was something there.
Nah,
Just
100%.
practice.
Obviously, I could feel his pain, innit? He made a song, and I felt his pain in that song, and he was 11 or 12. That's crazy, innit? You can't be that age and express that much pain and make me feel it through there. You get me? And I knew that he had that. You get me? And all it takes now is practice. So if you master your craft, you're gone clear, innit? And he's mastered his craft.